see. How is everyone? Happy Easter. I sort of forgot until I opened my planner and it's a big Easter um sticker and I'm like, "Oh, right." So happy Easter for everyone who celebrates it. I hope you had a good time. Also, is Trans Live Visibility Day. So if you can, do um, what I'm trying to say, donate to your charity of choice that helps the queer community, especially the trans community. And if you are in one of the states that are rolling out laws that are meant to harm the trans community, please vote against them. Your voting is very, very important, as well as your support. Um, Besides that, I don't think I have anything else to like say hi for or kind of like shine a light on. Um, I am as you can see, a lot better. I do apologize that last weekend I had to cancel the Romance Writers Room, but when I say I was sick, I was very, very, very sick. So, uh, I got better, thank the Lord. I only work one day this week, so the rest of the week was spent kind of like recuperating because going to work on Monday was kind of like tough, but I passed through it, and then thankfully they were like, you know what? You take the rest of the week. You still don't look well, so I'm feeling a lot better. Um, Hi, Cole. Hope you're doing well. Um, so it's the last day of March. So it's kind of like the last day of my hermit month, which I'm gonna kind of miss it, but I've been like reviewing my first quarter and kind of like planning for the second and seeing everything that I need to do. Also, there's something that came into my email Thursday. I saw it Friday, but it was on my email since Thursday that it's an opportunity that I am not gonna pass on, but it will require me to have to do a lot more than I had intentions, but it's okay. We're gonna manage. So what I'm gonna be working on today during the sprint will be finishing setting up my goals for this upcoming quarter, quarter two, and um, assess um how April, May, and June are going to look for me, especially April, because that's going to be a very complicated month. If everything goes well, my mom will have some eye surgeries done in April, which is going to be an interesting thing. So we shall see. We'll see what's gonna happen. I my pen name Sally has 3 releases on April, and I need to finish those up to get them, ready to release and keep the ball rolling. So yeah, I'm just gonna be working on my planner. I already started working on some scheduling things and how my days might go. We shall see. Also, friends, it has been raining here in Puerto Rico the entire day. So my internet has been very unstable the entire day. So if the timer kind of like l- gets into that loading wheel, or I start to like come and go, it's going to be because of that. It doesn't seem like it's going to stop. So cross your fingers for me that I don't lose the internet. Because actually, there's some things that I need to do that I need the internet. So hopefully it will stay. It's just probably going to be a little on the slower side. So without further ado, before I get into the first sprint, hi, JC. How are you, friend? How are you? It's been a long time since I've seen you, but I mean, it's been a long time since almost anyone has seen me. So it's mostly my problem. It's me on the problem. Uh, yes. Finger, see, fingers crossed. Like I'm clicking on things and they're not clicking, but you know, it's part of things. So let me know. Yeah, I'm always the problem. So let me know what you will be working on during this stream. And if you have already come up with your goals for April or the quarter, um, I'm gonna do a banner and have all the questions because I'm like throwing you all of the questions at the moment. And maybe we can get into some like tea. I'm feeling a little talkative today. So we might chat a little bit about NaNoWriMo and whether to camp or not, or how to maybe how to participate from the community aspect while removing yourself from the association, from the like the institution of the challenge. So we might get into those things. So I'm gonna go ahead and post all those questions in a banner, and you can choose which one you want to answer, if you want to answer them all, or if you just want to ignore it and just be chaotic like we always are. Uh Thank you so much. Uh, Chaotic joy, which I don't know that it's I'm very chaotic, especially when I get very talkative. I get very chaotic. Oh, I have so much to do. I guess right now I'm finishing up my video. Nice. Kappa is coming through part 2, which is edits, line edits, in pencil on paper. Love it. 1 second. Just checking on some noises. Um, and still camping. I'm using the side. I use it to track and that's it. Okay. That's fair. Let's go ahead and let me change this. We're doing 30-minute sprints, friends, with a roughly 10-minute chat, which usually we get a little bit over, but who cares? It's my show. I do whatever I want, right? Yes. So let's go ahead and get into the first 30 minutes. I'll see you guys in 30. Oh, let me know if the sound is like raining. or anything like that. See you in a bit. And we're back. How did we do? Okay, let me get this quickly off. Let me put the banner with all the questions. While we were sprinting, Barrett say hi. Hopefully he is almost done with grocery and the pharmacy run. I don't know how um, long the grocery and the pharmacy list is. So hopefully they're close to being done and being able to go back home and get comfortable. Um, I have a lot to do. I have to be very disciplined this next 3 months. Uh, so we also got Morgan coming in. So JC is done with the video. I'm just gonna get started on the newsletter and or or planning out a Patreon post. One of those. Kappa got 3.5 pages. Nice. We got an Andy coming in. How are you, friend? Also, Kappa is saying hi to Morgan and Barrett and Andy. Welcome, welcome. So, what did I do? I finally settled with my goals for this quarter. Um, because I do mostly outcome goals, so goals that uh, something specific that is mostly out of my reach. That's kind of like how I build goals. And then I slot the projects that will get me to that goal. I was kind of like struggling, especially with the writing goal, because there's a lot that I have to do, and it's not really about just checking off all of these like projects and tasks that I need to do. It's actually taking the limited time that I have to work on the things that will get me to a specific place. But I wasn't sure how I was going to kind of like word that specifically. Granted, I have my writing goal is like a two-parter. Um, but that was kind of like the best solution for everything that I am hoping to get done. For a half of the goal, I get myself like good, better, and best um target goal so I can work around that. And then for the later part, I just had to get half of what I have in my plate, and I will call that a win. Because I know that everything I have on my plate, it's not gonna be possible unless I am very strict with myself, which I can be, but I don't want to, if you know what I mean. So I'm like, okay, what can I do that will motivate me, but it wouldn't crush me at the end? So I also settle on my personal goal, which is more of a house goal than anything. Um, but it will definitely, if I achieve one of the like the good, better, or best goal, I will be good. And then I got a community goal too, which is kind of ambitious. But, it is not something that is super hard. I just have to be very disciplined and diligent. I put a note to myself that says time management is key because honestly, time management is gonna be the thing. Um, I will try to show up for my friends' streams, but I am giving myself a strict cutoff for like getting to bed and like getting off the phone, off the internet, and I worked with that habit through the month of March. And for the most part, I did pretty well. Um, I'm gonna stick to that. It may mean that I may have to leave some of the streams early before they are done, or what we call, I may have to pull a couple of winners as soon as the stream ends and be like, sayonara, friends, gotta go to sleep. But I can do it. I know I can do it. I just have to be strict. I may have to tell my friends to man me pretty often. So we shall see. Uh, we got some Ty here coming in. Hello. Cutbots answered the goal. So, Cutbot's doing a 60. One like Sarah Cahill suggested. I may have to look at that video because I know who Sarah is. I don't watch their videos that often, so I'm not aware what the 60/60 means, but I'll definitely look into that. So today is day 7. I choose 60 because I can do that in a tough day, and so far I average 120 minutes a day. So go me, yes! Yes. So are you doing like an hour, a 60-minute of work, and then a 60-minute of break? Is that how it is? Or is this like if it's something that will take you a minute, then you do it and I don't know. I'll have to check Sarah's video. Um hey, you had to do what you had to do, friend. Yes. Cause I mean, you know so you know that Sally has 3 releases in the month of April. You also know that I have to write the next other releases. You also know the email that I got. So it's quite a lot. So definitely ma'am me because I really need to manage my time very wisely. So and I can and if and everything that is scheduled for my mom's health pans out, I really need to be on top of that. So we got a lot. We got a busy quarter 2. So Sarah Cahill is doing a 991, which is 90 minutes of focused productivity for 90 days on one specific project. So all quarter 2. Ooh, nice. So 60 minutes for 60 days on one project. Okay, nice. Yeah, drop it. Yes, drop it. I would love I'm not gonna do that, but I would love to watch it. I will definitely love to watch it. Because that's kind of like fascinating. I cannot focus on a single project for that long. So that's that's you know, that was supposed to say 90/91. Okay. I'm doing a variation of the challenge because she's doing it on one lump project, but I'm doing one project for April, one different project for May, and one for June. Ooh, nice. I yes, please. Um, I'll drop the link so I can open it and watch it later, cause maybe I can do a I don't think I will be able to do that in April because April's really, really tight right now. But maybe I could do something in May and June like that. So here I go. Here we go. Uh, I need to open YouTube on the other side. Hold on. Hold on a second. Give me a few seconds. So I can open and have it there so I can watch it after the stream. And we can close myself so I'm not making any additional. Come on. Work with me. Work with me. Okay. But you know me, Esther, that's not going to be the only project I work on. But I think it might be helpful if I take my front burner project and make sure that I work for 90 minutes daily on that. Yes, yes. See, and so I don't have the time. I just don't have the time in April. I actually one afternoon at work, I took a little bit of a piece of cardboard and I wrote down the days that I am not working and the days that I'm not writing. So, like my birthday and the day after my birthday. And I usually take off 5 days for sickness, but I'm taking 3 because again I'm already um scratching a lot of days in April. So I ended up with just 11 days of work of like during April. So that's how tight April is that I don't even have half of a month to work on things. Um I'm sure I will be able to do some work on the days that I'm doing things related to my mom. Um but I don't want to super count on them just in case. You never know. So it's not gonna be possible in April. Like it's just not gonna be possible. But May and June might be a different story. So I may come up with, I don't know, 30 and 30. Um I don't know if I will be able to commit to just one project. I might be like 30 and 31 pen name. See, I'm always looking for loopholes. So that way I might be just working on one pen name, but a couple of different projects. So we shall see. I'll watch the video, jot down some ideas, and when after April comes and goes, then I'll see if I can do something or if not. It's not just writing that she considers working, like it could be working on graphics for the project or the marketing, just 90 minutes on furthering that one project. Yes, that's understandable. If you see my camp announcement video, I break down how I'm going to adjust. Nice. Again, I haven't. I need to catch up on some YouTube friends. So besides setting up my Q2, which I need to make a video of this, I started like pencil in my monthly spread, and then I'm gonna start doing my weekly spreads and things like that. Yeah, so I have chatted way past 10 minutes, but I love it. I love it. I'll keep the question up. You can answer whichever you want to answer, or if you don't want to answer any of them, that's perfectly fine. Um, and maybe after this next sprint, we might chat a little bit more about camp and how can, if you want to, I don't know, if you're looking for an alternative, or if you just want to be like, hey, I'm just like, this is the easiest website for me to track my workout, so I'm gonna still use it. I'm just not gonna like completely associate with it. Because they could rebrand the website and just be like a one of the many websites out there that are for tracking words or time spent on working on a creative project and call it a day. And some people wouldn't know better. So you can treat it as that, or you can just be like, you know what, I would like an alternative, and I can offer a few options. Um, so let's go ahead and go to our second. Uh, this is not what I'm looking for. This is the one that I'm looking for. Let's do our second 30-minute sprint. Let me show this. Let me show this too. And let's go ahead and get to this. I may need to get some snacks. Because even though I already ate, I'm not that full. So I might just get some almond to fill the rest of it. So I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. Happy. Welcome back. Welcome, Laura. How are you, friend? We're doing well. Um, I read this. Oh, thank you, JC. I mean, I don't know. I look at myself every day, so I don't see any difference. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, Cat Bomb said I got into a bad habit and I need to break out of it. I need to make progress on this project, and if I get started, I usually enjoy it. Being focused for a 60 plus minute frees up my mind to do other things too. Yes, yes. Sometimes, if we have a all or nothing, or it has to be perfect, or sometimes our own mentality and kind of like fantasy expectations of a writing session or editing session is what's stopping us from actually getting things done. Um, and because current social media kind of like shows you the end product of however long it took that person, then it feels that it shouldn't take us this long to get it. But that's just a false notion and narrative. Um, so it's hard to break off of that. Also, kind of like you need to hide a few things. I set up the monthly spread. Um, so the only two things that I have like said um are the two appointments that will decide if my mom's surgery is a go or not. Then I pencil the surgeries. Once we get the green light, then I will like actually put the appointment. Um, Also, I have to like block the entire day because I don't, if I remember correctly, they don't tell me the time of the surgery until day of or day before, something like that. Um, I did put like a bottle of alcohol with a shear for my birthday, and hopefully, if the weather allows it, the next day, which is a Saturday, I'm gonna go to the beach because I've been like every time it's like sunny and beautiful here, I'm like, oh, this is such a beach day. Um, and yeah, if the weather allows it, I'm gonna go to the beach. I already told my friends. They're like, you can go if you don't want to, you don't have to go. You can bring your family because I have friends who have not little ones. Most of my friends, their kids are like preteens. Yeah, most of them are preteens. Um, so they're I'm like, you can bring them like this just a chill family friends day. Sadly, my mom is not gonna come because she's not like into anymore. Um, so I'll probably just my birthday day, just spend it with her here, and then the next day I'll have fun with friends. Um, so there's that. Um, I need to figure out how I'm gonna do my weekly spread. Uh, I don't know how I'm gonna tackle that, but it'll get done. I was up about 4 hours in the middle of the night, submitted two stories and edited 31 pages. Oh, wow. That was a very productive middle of the night work. Uh, it happens, it happens. Especially because you're not now tied to a strict work schedule. So you're gonna make your own schedule and your own sleeping schedule. So you're now dying X with the kids. Oh, that's Good. That's adorable. And yes, good going, Laura. Wish I was that productive when I can sleep. Yeah, usually when I can sleep, I just find something to watch until it lulls me to sleep. Um, but that happens because I'm usually still too comfortable in bed to get off the bed. Uh, so it's just easier to grab the phone and watch something until I fall asleep or until I fall asleep and the phone falls on my face and then I'm like, yeah, we're going back to sleep. Um, so we talk about what we are working on during the stream. Some of you share your Q2 goals or your April goals. Um, some were like you will see it in the video that I have up or that I will upload. So I'm gonna be sure to check that out. Um, Also, JC realized Laura's here. Laura! Um, so about Camp NaNoWriMo. Some people are doing it. Um, and some people are gonna use the website. If you're one of the people who don't want to use the website, whether because it's very glitchy or because you just don't want to deal with anything associated to um, the organization. Um, I know Pacemaker is an option. I think Right Club is another one. And I have them written down somewhere. Somewhere. Few seconds. Okay, so Pacemaker, My Right Club, um, and Right Track are three websites. If you're looking for a web base, there are three websites that are pretty much just tracking numbers kind of thing. They're not as pretty as the Nano website, and I'm like quoting because there's some years that the Nano website is not really that pretty. So I don't even know what's the theme for this year. So I don't know if it's a year that is pretty or is a year that I'm just like, oh geez, that's not pretty. They're not as pretty as the Nano website usually is, but it's functional. If you use Notion or you've been getting into using Notion, you can create a kind of like table, sort of like Google Sheet, Microsoft Excel kind of thing. You can do that, and that's still web-based. If you want something like simple, super simple, Google Sheets, still web-based. So that's another option. If you don't want it to be web-based and you have Microsoft Office, you can use Excel to track your workout. And you can just have a simple column with the days of the month, the amount of kind of like set how many words you want to have for the month, and the formulas are pretty easy to set up, so it can just average you can have a column for average, one to input your actual work count, and kind of like another column with another math equation that will tell you if you're behind or on track or ahead. That's very simple. And I'm pretty sure you can Google the equations. I could figure it out, but I deal with Excel almost every day when I'm at work, so I try not to use it on my spare time because I can't. Um, Also, Laura's about to have Easter dinner slash lunch. Hope you have a wonderful food, dinner, lunch. It is ham, scallop, potatoes, broccoli, and who knows what else. Nice. Sounds like a good meal. So I hope you enjoy the meal. You enjoy the family time. We will be here, I think, 1 more hour or so, roughly. So I think we can do 1 or 2 more sprints. Not exactly sure. Um, so yeah. Also, let me, because I don't do this often. Hold on a second. So if you're not in the Creators on Main community, Creators on Main Discord, here is the link to get in. Creators on Main holds the community of fellow writers who are in YouTube and or Twitch. So we have Laura, we have Morgan, we have Desiree, we have Nia, we have Tiv. I have a community. Let me make sure that I have mentioned everyone. So yes, Def, Nia, Tiv, me, Laura, Morgan. Yes, mention everyone. We all have our own communities in Creators of Maine, and we have a main kind of like area for all communities to you know, talk and mingle and share and help each other. um we are rethinking the channels that we last year created for like camp and NaNoWriMo. And I feel they're going to come out really cool and it's going to be a fun time, whether you're participating from the event or not. So yeah, if you have not joined, please, and if you use and are comfortable with using Discord, head over there. Make sure that you check out the rules and to check out the self roles channel so you get access to the communities. Let me do this. And just curious, is Easter bigger than Christmas in Puerto Rico? That same way it is in Mexico? So so the entire like Easter, the entire Holy Week, like from Palm Sunday to Easter Sunday, that entire week is a very religious specific here in Puerto Rico. So what's the classic celebration of Easter, like Easter egg hunt kind of situation, that happens mostly on church. Um, and then like bigger families, like families who have a lot of kids within the family, they may join for lunch in someone that has um like a bigger house or has a big yard, and then they do a family Easter hunt. But secularly, like outside of church, here is just vacation. 'Cause at least most people get most people get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. So it's it ends up being a long weekend. Some people, like my work, we got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. So it was a very long weekend. I luck I was very lucky because I was off since Tuesday. So yay me. So most people who don't go to church or don't have like really big families with a lot of kids, they just go to the beach. That's what's mainly done here in like the last, I will say, 15 years or so. That's kind of like, if you have no religious or reasons or kids reasons to celebrate Easter, you just go to the beach. It's like a vacation. It's like spring break kind of situation. Cause here, spring break is not a thing. So we know spring break exists because from the US, people come here to spend spring break. But for us, that's not a real thing. Like, universities here don't have like real spring break. They just break for Holy Week, like Semana Santa. Um, and not all of the universities break for the entire week. Like, for example, the university that I come from, since is a Catholic university, they break the entire week, because they have their own like process and services done in the church inside of the university. So they break for the entire week. So there's no students in the way, because not everyone in that university is religious. So the state, like the country university, usually breaks either Wednesday or Thursday and just have a long weekend, kind of like similar to a lot of workplaces. So it's not as big as Christmas because it's still very religiously tied. Um, so yeah. So I believe that it used to be more chaotic, I will say like 20 to 25 years ago. But not anymore. Like it's chaotic in the sense of like everyone and their mother are going to a vacation. They're just going to the beach. And like I assure you that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, which were like incredibly sunny days, I assure you, all of the beaches were like super packed. I don't think today there's that many people. Partially because it has been raining and because a lot of people are just coming back to get ready to start the work week tomorrow. Um, but yeah, Christmas it's bigger here. I think Christmas will be always bigger here because we not only celebrate the December 24th and December 25th and the 31st and the 1st, we celebrate the 6th, the Three Kings Day. And here in Puerto Rico, the holiday season, like the celebration doesn't end until the Fiestas de la Calle San Sebastián. So it translates to um, the San Sebastian Street Festival kind of thing. So sort of translation. That is a weekend long, like Thursday through Sunday, festival happening in the Old San Juan, and that usually happens. I think it's the second weekend of January. No, third weekend. So it's usually the third weekend of January, and that closes. So we we technically celebrate holidays. Thanksgiving, from Thanksgiving, so the second to last week of November, all the way to the third week of January. So 2 months of a holiday, solid 2 months of a holiday. compared to a week, yeah, Christmas it's gonna be always super big here because we just have a lot of things. We celebrate a lot. Um, and it's the nicest weather temperature wise. So yeah, it's not. Easter will never be as big as Christmas. Um, Also, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Mexico is mostly Catholic. And again, correct me if I'm wrong. So, and here Puerto Rico, it's a lot more diverse religions, denominations. So that breaks because like for my very limited knowledge, a lot of Catholic churches do like reenact, and that is something that it's rarely done here in like non-Catholic churches. So that kind of like breaks the the religious celebration of it. Okay, not mostly. Okay. I'm not okay. I'm glad that I am right in that I'm not super wrong. Because religious associations can change a lot. So here it's almost equal. The amount of people who are like Catholic and people who are like Protestant, and so that kind of like breaks it up. Christmas is basically the 25th, midnight 24 to midnight 25th, 31 New Year, and the 1st of January and King's Day. So yeah, no, here is like the moment Thanksgiving dinner happens until Las Calles. There's a reason and an excuse to celebrate. So around that time, you'll see that that's when a lot of companies will do their like Christmas lunch or dinners. A lot of times they will like give things to their employees and do recognitions and things like that. And they will bring musicians, and it's a festivity, and that will take a single day. Um, if you're like in a neighborhood that has like a community center and they're very organized, that's going to be another celebration. If you are part of like big families and they're kind of like scattered around, you probably will be looking to 2 to 3 celebrations outside of the holiday dates because a lot of times you cannot gather everyone. So it is a constant of, oh, I going here to celebrate, or I'm going here to celebrate, I'm going here to celebrate, and it really doesn't stop until the end of January. So it I we shall see if this year, because last year I didn't went to many places. I don't know how it's gonna look this year. So maybe I'll try to show some things. Uh Maybe next year in January I'll go to Las Calles. I usually go every year that I've been in Puerto Rico. But this past 2 years I haven't been because they just started back, so I'm like, I'm gonna let them figure things out again, and then I'll go. um so probably next year I'll go, and I'll try to blog depending how crazy it is, because it can get really crazy. So yeah. So Easter is a week when everyone who can travel see family. Yeah. So here, so family traveling to see family happens during the winter holiday. Like Easter is not the time to do that. Like Easter is either if you're religious, you go to church and participate in that. If you're not really that religious, but you have a big family with a lot of kids, then family coordinate something for the kids. And if you're not that, then that's the time to get a small vacation in, and that's it. Like it, like traveling to see family happens during the winter holidays or during summer here, because kind of like that's when most of the people take their vacations, even though summer months are so expensive. Like my closest nephew, no, my closest cousin. Let me correct the word. My closest cousin is getting married in July, and I was looking at the plane tickets, and I'm like, this is expensive. And yeah, we shall see if I make it. Okay, friends, I've been chatting for a long time. Let's go ahead and get a third sprinty sprint in. Because I got to figure out this weekly spread. So let's go ahead and get something done. I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. And that's time. How did we do, friends? Also, food has been consumed, and Laura's dad is. Oh, their dad is here now. Okay, the kid's dad or your dad? I think it's the kid's dad, but I may be wrong. Um, Kappa is done with braining today. What kind of cup of tea did you make? Let me know. And also, Clara came here, needing help with sitting my bum down and writing. We got one more sprint, so get yourself ready for that. So at least you can get however long you got from this sprint that finish and then 30 more. So like Kappa say, you have come to the right place. Yes. You got green tea. Nice. Nice, nice. I no, I don't feel like tea today. Even though it is a good weather for tea, I don't feel my stomach doesn't feel like tea today, which is strange, but I did set up my weekly spread. I had a oopsie, but I am not someone who like gets super stressed when I make mistakes on my bullet journal. They're like it is what it is. It's not for mass production. No one is gonna buy it, so it can be imperfect. Um, I'm gonna try this layout uh because this is a very I mean, how many times do I have to say that I have a very busy April? But this one, this next week I'm working Monday through Saturday. So it's gonna be a week. So what I did is I have the weekly and Sunday here. I put my schedule here, and then I created a table to keep tabs on the projects that I'm working. And then I got a section for like notes just in case I need something more. If nothing happens here, I can just put stickers and make the spread a little more joyful. But I'm gonna try this spread. If this work, I will keep it for the rest of the week, for the rest of the month. If it doesn't, next week I'll try another spread and see how it goes. Hello, Sam. Hola. Now I have a dog like staring at me. I'll have to figure out what she wants on the next sprint because she's like dead staring at me. So I want to finish this year draft of a POB today, aka the last day of quarter one. 5 chapter left to go. Nice. Um, Let me quickly look at the Google Sheet and see who is streaming next. Just give me a second. So may or may not. So I'll put there is creative sprint. It's sprinting right now. Um, Usually Morgan Hazelwood should be streaming right now too. So they probably gonna run a little bit later than I am because they started later. Um Paper Tiger has a stream at 5:15 Eastern. And then Julie C. Author has a stream at 8 p.m. Eastern. Um, At least those are the ones that I'm seeing um, in the. Let me share this. 1 second. Okay. This is the. You can check that out. Yeah, I see. I get because Morgan Hazelwood dual streams. I got the notification for Twitch, so it's like I'm pretty sure they are on YouTube streaming. If I got the notification for Twitch, so um, they're probably gonna be a little longer. So there's plenty of streams. Yes. Here is the playlist document that Cat Leo updates. So check it out. Um, Hello, Diane. How are you, my lovely friend? Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well, that your hobby is doing well. Miss you lots. So yes, friends. Um, okay, so planning things are done. I am for the last sprint. I'm gonna switch to do some cover work. Um, at this moment, I don't have the budget to outsource the covers for pen name Sally, so I make them. I spend the time making them and doing a couple of drafts until I'm satisfied. Um, so for the last spring, that's what I'm gonna work on. Um, Hello, Diane from Couple. I'm glad to hear that you're great. He says hi, hi. Um, Miss you too. I mean, part of it is because I haven't been online during the month of March. So you might have been in chat, but I haven't been. Um, but I'm glad to see you and know that you're doing well. It's always good to know that you're doing well. So let's go ahead and get the last sprint in. And then we can chat a little and say sayonara until next time. I So we're gonna keep doing the gender productivity. I mean, they're scheduled until the end of June, I think. Um, so we will keep doing them. Twitch is gonna be a little bit up in the air depending on honestly depending on how much bandwidth I have to be on camera, and how tired I am. Um, I haven't been much on popping in and out. Miss you too. Happy Easter, everyone, from Diane. Um, so yes, friends. Um, so Twitch, if you follow me on Twitch, hit the notification so when I go live, you get the notification. Um, for YouTube, we're gonna keep the Sunday ones and call it a day. So yes, friends, let's go ahead and do the last 30 minutes. I'll see you guys in 30. And time, friends. How did we do for the last sprint? I thankfully I finalized um the covers. I've been working on those covers for a couple of weeks. So now that I started today, finish it today. It's been interesting creating those covers. Um but they are done. I am satisfied with them as they are right now. So that's gonna be it. I also opened my Notion because I have a section in like the board that you get, like once you get in your main board, on that one I have a section for quarter 2. So I was like writing the goals and creating the pages for the projects. So I did that. So covers are done. Started the kind of like digital section of my planner for quarter 2. I also everything that I wanted to do with my physical planner is done. So far so good. Have not touched any of the writing projects, and I need to send at least one of them to my editor ASAP, so um, they can do the last edit pass, so I can format it and upload it. But that's probably gonna be something that I will do tomorrow after I come to work, cause right now I'm like tap out. Probably just gonna look for like a movie or a series to watch. Gonna see. I'm probably gonna make tacos for mom. And I think I'm gonna do another chicken soup for me. Because even though I don't feel super bad, I'm still trying to figure out what are the foods that are irritating my stomach. Um, and I might just, it might be just my VH and just I always have stomach issues. So gotta figure it out. How bland my food has to be now. And I'm gonna have to just go back to almost exclusively eating chicken and yeah, chicken because I ate turkey today, but I think I over um season it, and I think that's irritating my stomach. Uh, we shall see. That this is gonna be a trial error of a lot of things. It is what it is. Diana wish JC a happy Easter to her and to her family. Clara got one chapter done, 4 to go. Awesome, friend. Awesome, awesome. We got a Deidre popping in, dropping in to say hi. I am feeling much better. It's just food are still irritating my stomach, so I'm trying to figure it out what's the happy medium. Until I figure that out, Tums are gonna be my best friend. And cold, like ice cold water. Cause ice cold water or ice cubes help with um nausea. So that's me it, friends. I think Morgan Hazelwood is still streaming. So if you're looking to keep on working, check them out. Also, I put the um, playlist for writing sprints here on YouTube. There's a couple more left during today, Sunday. Um, if you're someone who prefers Twitch, which I don't know. You can just go to writers, and I'm sure someone it's streaming. Um, so yeah, I will probably put a movie or a series, and maybe I will open my Sims and um play a little bit. Siri, shut up. Stop. Siri, stop. Okay. Oh, Siri. So there you go, friends. Yeah, I think at this, as I grow older, this is gonna be a constant battle for me. So it is what it is. At least I'm not a foodie person, so I don't really get bummed out if I cannot eat something or if it has to be less flavorful. Because I'm just like, I eat because I have to. Now, if it's drinks, then I'm gonna have a tantrum. Anyways, friends, thank you so very much for being here. I hope you got all the things that you needed to do. Again, if you enjoy streams like this and you haven't subscribed, please do so and hit the like so I know and YouTube knows that you enjoy this kind of content. Um, what else? If you are watching the replay, let me know in the comments the answer to any of these questions. So what did you work during the replay? If you already set your goals for Q2 or for April or whichever month you're watching this. And did you do Cam Nano? Are you doing Cam Nano or you're doing something else? Or you don't even know what the heck am I talking? So I might have to explain to you in the comments. But yeah, if you're watching the replay, let me know. Um, and as for that, I bid you good night to y'all. Have a nice evening, and you're very, very welcome. Happy Easter to everyone that celebrates. Happy Trans Visibility Day. Support your friends. Let's be inclusive. The world, it's much better with diversity than if we're all carbon copies of each other. So yeah, I'll see you guys around. Bye, friends.